Errol, welcome to Omen Talk.
Oh, that was nice. Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Um,
Why don't I ask this question, because you're the one with the crazy ideas.
right.
Do we have plans for another game, Lucas? Or expansions?
Yeah, we absolutely do. We have too many ideas, actually. Too many great ideas. We are planning a complete new expansion, which is actually a complete new game. But the absolute awesome factor is that you can play it on the engine that you buy with the Dark Omen core game.
Very cool. My personal excitement also revolves around just expansions in card form to this game. We want to actually work with the community and create more omens, and of course create more cards, create more cool scenarios and scenes. But Lucas is also kind of teasing a completely different game style using our board.
Exactly. So we have so many plans and we're actually super excited for them. But let's get this game, Dark Omen, to the next level so that we can be sure to be able to produce it and to ship it to you guys. We need a bit more, we need to get some hurdles, and let's crush this together.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so
Take
much.
care.
Errol, good to see you again.
Good to see you, Lucas, on Omen Talk.
Exactly. Tell us a little bit about taxes and shipping.
That's quite a fun one. Spend a bit of time on that. Basically, GameFound is fantastic because they will manage the sales tax themselves. Are you in Germany? Are you in the UK? Are you in the US? GameFound will automatically calculate your taxes based on where you are located. So basically, they will collect the tax at the point of the transaction when you send us their money, and GameFound will handle that, which is nice for us.
Totally. What about the shipping costs?
Shipping costs are paid by the consumer, you guys, and part by us. So our costs are taking the board games from our factories and getting them into the countries, into your areas. Then what are you guys paying for? You're basically paying for the local shipping costs. So from your country or from your region, basically to your doorstep.
Exactly. And these are the prices that our fulfillment partners gave us. Right?
Absolutely, yeah. So we talked to many fulfillment partners and freight partners, and we really want to offer you guys the best and cheapest prices. We're not making any money off of this. This is really us trying to get the game to you as cheap as possible, but the board is heavy. It's at least 5 kilograms, or about 11 or 12 pounds. So keep in mind, you're really getting a heavy box.
It's a big box.
How big?
Huge.
Pretty big box.
Pretty big box. Errol.
Lucas, welcome to Omen Talk. What are we talking about today?
Shipping.
Shipping, my favorite topic.
Exactly. A lot of people asked us about shipping. Why aren't there countries listed in our lists? Simply because it's a process, right?
Sure. So we can start with what countries are we shipping to? So we work with global fulfillment partners, and there are countries and areas where it's easier to get Dark Omen to, and there's countries where it's harder. So the easiest areas right now is the United States and Europe. Those are our main markets. But we've gotten so many requests for other countries, we started asking, okay, how can we get our game to other areas? So right now we're looking at fulfillment partners and shipping partners to Asia, obviously, South America, thank you very much. But really, realistically, you think the further away it is, the more difficult and expensive it is. So we also want to keep the cost down.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it, right?
Great, thank you so much, guys.
All right,
Take care.
thank you. Hey, Errol.
Hey,
Lucas, how are you doing?
Errol, I'm great. Welcome to Omen Talk. So Lucas, I have a question for you. What do I have to do once I buy my pledge?
You can hang out with us. We invite you in the Discord, for example. We have a lot of things going on over there, like sharing some behind the scenes footage and get some discussions going. It's a bit more intimate and private over there. You can Always check our campaign on GameFound once in a while, because we will update a lot of stuff there from time to time, and make sure to always check in, right? Other than that, you will probably have to wait for about a year to get your package.
Hopefully not that long, but Lucas is absolutely right. We are working on finalizing the final game components, getting everything ready for the ordering, the shipping, and fulfillment. That takes a little bit of time. So all you have to do is hang tight, and as Lucas said, you can have fun with us in the Discord, or send us any questions.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Hey Lucas,
Hey Earl.
welcome to Omen Talk. Again, what is the topic for today?
Can I get any add-ons to our pledge?
So add-ons are very, very interesting. So we would like to offer many, many add-ons because there's lots of cool things that we can offer. However, what's the struggle for a small indie publisher like us?
We've been basically advised by our manufacturing partner to keep it very, very low in terms of add-ons, because the manufacturing costs and fulfillment costs that get added to the process are like so high and so complicated when the manufacturer has to pack different boxes for the different pledges. And it just comes down to, we are an independent developer. This is our first product, and we want to de-risk it as much as possible and make it as simple as possible. And we are pretty confident that we created the best packages that we can offer you guys anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Long story short, it's our first time publishing a game, and our partner said, keep it simple. 3 tiers, get it out to everybody, make sure it arrives on time, it arrives at a minimum cost, and that's really our goal.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Hey Lucas,
Hey Arrow.
welcome to Omen Talk. What are we talking about today?
How does stretch pay work?
Stretch pay is a very simple thing. You take the entire amount of your pledge and you divide it over about 4 months. When will the stretch pay end, Lucas?
In September.
Very good. And we need to collect the money then, because that is when we start to send the money over to our manufacturing partners.
Exactly. So get that deal right away. See you soon.
Before it's too late,
Now,
but over time, stretched.
stretched out. Very cool. How does stretch pay work?
Well, first off, you need to be quite relaxed. Make sure that you've well hydrated. And then, you can start by moving your limbs and your body and your back and your legs. That's how I would do it.
And what about the pay part?
Oh,
of that question?
right. Stretch pay.
We will cut that entire part away.
Hey, Lucas. Thanks
Hey,
for joining us today. Today on Dark Omen Talk, we have some questions we're going to cover. Today's question on Dark Omen Talk: which languages are going to be released?
English and German.
And why won't we release more languages right now?
We don't have money for that.
Exactly. To produce extra languages, we need to talk to our manufacturers and we need to talk to a translation agency. And why is that so much work, Lucas?
Because Dark Omen is a text-heavy game. And we have hundreds of cards, literally, that need to be translated. And this is why it costs so much. It's not a language agnostic Euro game where only the rulebook could be translated and uploaded as a PDF. Language is everywhere in our game, and it's a huge part, and this is why our game is so fun, but it's cost intensive to translate.
That being said, if we were going to run a poll, if enough people want a certain language, we will certainly do that for you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Errol. Thank you, community.
Thank
Love
you. Hey Lucas,
Hey Errol,
thanks for being here today.
thank you for inviting me.
It's a great pleasure to have you sitting here to talk about Dark Omen.
Again, right?
It's great.
It is totally great.
We have some questions that I wanted to talk about today. What do you think?
Let's do this. Let's get right into this to answer all the questions the community has.
Perfect. Is a solo mode possible?
A solo mode is possible. So, if this answers the question,
That's a very long answer. Cool.
cool.
Is a solo mode possible?
A solo mode is possible. Totally. Because the truth is, we as designers, right, we played this game actually over and over again, alone, at home, to, test out mechanics and stuff like that. But to be completely honest, we weren't planning to design this game as a solo player game, because we envisioned like hilarious fun at the table with a bunch of people, and we weren't focused on the solo experience in that regard. But it is 100% possible, and so many people asked us, and so many people acknowledged that we adjusted our marketing to also state 1 to 4 players. But so if this answers the question, everything.
That's a very long answer. To add on to that, I've played this game many, many times by myself, but I play with 2 characters, and that's the way you need to do it. We've balanced everything out from 2 to 4 players. So if you're 2 players, for example, there might be less enemies, or you might have a little bit more resources to finish a quest. That same quest, though, with 4 players might have more enemies or fewer resources. So there's a scalability or a balance effect, and you can play it by yourself. But as Lucas said, it's definitely more fun to play with multiple people because we build in a lot of silly moments.
Exactly.
Cool.
Cool.